This is James Trout with Couple Answers. Today we're going to be talking about intimacy. In fact, what we're going to talk about is the 6 intimacy types and how important they all are. Something I try to do at least once a week in my relationship is look over the intimacy chart and make sure that I'm providing all of it. It's kind of really a good cheat sheet to just look over and think, okay, am I giving enough of this, enough of this, enough of this? And the main thing here is that we all believe and care that the person we're with is important, and we need to do everything we can to make sure that they're smiling more often. So, real quick, the different ones that I have, it seems like there's quite a few different ones out there, but the way I look at it is you have spiritual intimacy, which it's pretty broad, but on rituals, yoga, personal growth, stuff like that. Think about it as that connection that you get. That when you really start to love somebody and you've been around for a long time, you can kind of guess the next word they're going to say, that type of stuff. That's really what it is. That's the spiritual intimacy, and it's just as important as the rest. Next, we got physical intimacy. And touching, kissing. The normal stuff. So I'd probably have to argue that's probably the most important one, right? It's definitely the funnest. It's obviously incredibly important. I'll have other videos that go a lot more into physical intimacy because I believe a really healthy physical intimate relationship is going to last a lot longer than one that's not, for sure. Next, we have sexual, which surprisingly, sexual and physical seem like the same thing, but should come from a positive place, a place of trust, pleasure, and generosity. It involves vulnerability and trust. That is it. Physical and sexual are totally different, I think. Think about that like look you give somebody. You're at a party or something, you're both starting to feel it and having a good time, about ready to go home, and you're like, hey, see him across the room, she's giving you that look too. Yeah, that's kind of what I think about with that one. It's so fun, isn't it? Get that great connection with somebody, man. You can just you don't need to say words. You just give them that look, little changes, facial expression, and you know exactly what they're thinking. Great relationships are amazing, and I think they're so worth any little effort you have to put into it, like this. Next, we have energetic intimacy, about sharing experiences. Just being present, being with somebody. You can feel it too. It's that aura, that energy. The connections are, man, a good romantic connection is one of the best things in the entire world. In my opinion, love is the most amazing thing in the entire world. I think, that childish. I don't let it go away with me. The honeymoon effect, that doesn't go away with me. I love people I love just as much every day, and most of the time more the next day. I care. I really focus. I don't lose track of the fact that I got with them because of this, and this. And then what happens is every day they amaze me more and more. They show me more and more how they're that exact person I want to be with. And it's just when you fall more in love every day, when is the honeymoon period going to stop? It's not. I love it, and I do feel blessed. So just remember you love them, and smile, and tell them so. It helps. Emotional intimacy, uh, communication, expression, stuff like emotional is very important. You gotta It's all about that trust. Emotional. It has to have that trust. You won't have emotional intimacy at all if there's no trust, um, or the spiritual one really. And last, we have mental. That one is one of my favorites too. Is when you really connect with somebody intellectually, and you can really start to, you guys start to multiply each other's intelligence. You can your ideas just boom, they grab onto them right away, and they improve on them, and you grab onto theirs, and you can talk in a respectful way to where you're not, it feels like you're trying to undermine them. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's like a multiplier, adding somebody to your life isn't adding one. It's a multiplier depending on how well you're connected. Um, so I have a whole lot more. I'll get more in detail on these things separately in later videos. But this is what a couple of answers is all about. It's about finding those answers to help us stay together. In my opinion, we all break up way too fast. We give up way too fast. We stop loving each other. I don't. It's so hard for me to even call what most people call love. Love. It's my definition of love is when you care about somebody more than you care about yourself. And how is that supposed to just stop one day? I don't really get it. Every partner I've had that I loved, I still love. Doesn't mean I want to be with them. I really want to talk to some of them, but I love them just as much as I ever have. If I would do anything in the world for them, as long as it doesn't interfere with my current relationships. So remember that and think about that, people. Let's love deeper. Let's love harder. Let's stronger. If it takes a little bit of effort, I promise you it's worth it. It's exponential gains in relationships. The more you put in, you get so much more out. Go hug that one you love. And everybody, we have a good night. All right.